Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be filming a testing new viral makeup. I only have technically 3 products that I'm trying today, but only 2 of them are new. So I'm really excited. I got these products in a while ago and I've been waiting to use them. My voice is still not back to normal, so I apologize, but I wanted to go ahead and film this video anyway. So I have 2 products here. The first one that I heard about here on YouTube is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. This has hyaluronic acid on it. It says that it is long wear, that it looks like your skin but better. Tati talked about this and she said that it was very full coverage and it's like her top foundation and it's only $11, which is just blows my mind because that is so affordable. Anybody can purchase this. It also has a pump, so I really like the packaging on that. I hope that I got the right shade. I got the shade 002 Neutral Ivory. They only have, I think, 22 shades, and it was very difficult to find this product, probably because everyone is talking about it. So I had to go to Catrice's website and it took like 2 weeks to get to my house. But I have it now and I can't wait to test it today. The other product that I'll be testing is this eyeshadow palette from ABH. This is the Norvina Volume 5 palette. I've seen the ABH palettes before and I didn't enjoy the color stories. I mean, there are 5 of them now. The first 4, they're beautiful palettes. I like ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I didn't like the tones or the colors in those palettes. I'm usually a very neutrals person. Occasionally if I do color, I usually do like deep plums or mauve-y colors, peachy tones, and that is exactly what is in this Volume 5 palette. And this was, I believe it was $60, so it's not super inexpensive, but you get so many shades and they're all beautiful. I like this one because there are some neutrals in here, but there are also pops of color. Like you have these dark purples, you have this color up here which is like a brown. I love the shimmers in here. I want to try to swatch some of these, so I'm really interested in this D2 shade. Oh wow, it's like a glitter? I think it's a glitter. Oh yeah, it's very pretty though. I don't know if you can see that. But it's a very pretty glittery shade. I also like C4, which is like a pink and gold reflect. Yeah, that is gorgeous. That's down here. So yeah, I feel like this palette is really versatile. You could do a colorful look with it or you can do a neutral look. I'm obviously going to use a neutral look today just because I am not a person who loves color on my eyes, especially for every day. So I'm going to go ahead and put some primer on. The other product that I should mention that I want to try today is this right here. This is not new. This is the sponge by Juno Co. I have heard good things about these sponges and I picked one up from Target. And I figured since I'm testing new makeup, I may as well use a new sponge. So I'm going to go wet this really quickly. The sponge did expand, so I'm happy about that. I love the shape of it. I like this. This is like the Real Technique sponge that I like, and the e.l.f. sponge, and then it has a flat side to apply your foundation with. So I'm going to be going in with this Catrice True Skin Foundation, and I'm going to pump it directly onto my sponge. This is not my shade. It is a little too light, but I can make it work when I add bronzer. Wow. It is very full coverage. Ignore my hair. I'm having a bad hair day and I didn't feel like messing with it, so I just pulled it back in a bun. So the reason that I prefer full coverage foundation is because I have a lot of redness in my skin and I'd like to look like I have an even skin tone. And this is really doing a good job of evening out my skin tone. Even if it is, I look like a ghost. This is way too pale. You know, it's crazy because when I order makeup online, sometimes I get, well, most of the time, my shades are too dark. And I choose a shade that's like 3 times too dark and I'll have to lighten it up with concealer. And then other times I pick a shade where I look like a friggin' ghost. Why can't I just figure it out? I don't know. I would have preferred to buy this in store at Ulta, but they didn't have it because it was sold out everywhere. So I just used 2.5 pumps. I didn't even do full pumps, honestly, so maybe it was just 2 pumps. And aside from looking like a ghost, I really like the coverage on it. It evened out my redness. It'll look better once I finish up the complexion. So let me go ahead and finish up my complexion and then I will be right back so that we can try out the eyeshadow palette. Okay, I'm back. I feel like I don't look as pale, but I have no idea. I'm also wearing a lot of blush and bronzer today, so ignore that. I needed it to look alive. I really, really like this foundation. It looks so natural. It's not bunching up in my dry areas because I am dry right here. I have very dry skin. It is full coverage, medium to full. I can still see some of my freckles and my birthmark. Wow. That's only $11. That's insane. Really like that. So now I get to go in with this absolutely gorgeous eyeshadow palette. I probably should have cleaned my brushes for this, but I'll make it work. So the one thing that is just odd to me about this palette is that, oh, there's a light on my face, is that the shade names are interesting. It's like A 1 through 5, B 1 through 5. It goes by row, so that's cool, but I don't know. I feel like maybe because there are so many shades, it's confusing or difficult to name all of them, but it is very interesting. So I think I'm going to go in with this right here as a neutral transition. This is the shade A4. I'm going to take that on a fluffy crease brush. Wow, they're very pigmented. Please ignore the light on my face. I'm sitting in front of a window. Probably was a bad idea. You really don't need a lot of this because it's extremely pigmented. Wow, that is the lightest neutral colored shade in the palette. So if you're any paler than I am, you may have some issues. So I always focus the color in my crease, and then without adding any more product, I blend the edges. I'm going to take a smaller, more detailed fluffy brush. I think I'm going to go in with this shade. This is E2. It's a very mauve-y color. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Wow. I think this is going to be my new favorite eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I think you can see a little bit better. I focused this on the outer corner and kind of blended it into the crease. I'm going to do the same on the lower lash line. I didn't add any more product, so this is just really pigmented. I like that. Okay. So I think I'm going to go into the shade next to it. This is E1. It's a shimmer shade. It's like pink. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. Wow. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this is a beautiful color. I was going to go over top of it with that glitter, but I don't even know if I need to because this is so pretty. I think I will, just for the sake of using as many colors in the palette as I possibly can. Okay, so now for that glitter. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. There was a little bit of fallout with that, but I'm very, very happy with the look that I've been able to create. You can't really tell on camera, but this is gorgeous. So there are a couple light shimmers in the palette, but they seem to be a little chunky, and I'm not going to put that in my inner corner, but there is a matte white right here in the shade A1, so I'm going to put that on the inner, oh, that is pigmented, on the inner corner and my brow bone, just to make my eyes look brighter. And I'm going to take my powder brush and sweep away the fallout that got under my eye. There wasn't a lot of fallout, which is interesting. There usually is a ton whenever you use a glitter or a shimmery shade, but I didn't get a whole lot of fallout with this. So now I'm going to finish off the eyes and I will be right back. Okay, so brief intermission because my daughter woke up from her nap. I finished up my eyes off camera. I really love this eyeshadow look. It is probably my favorite ever. It is very pinky, mauve-y. Don't pay attention to the terrible wing because I never wear liquid liner, and yeah, I know it looks awful, but this eyeshadow, the mattes were super pigmented and blended like butter. The shimmers were shiny. I mean, when I go for a shimmer, I need shimmer, like highlight for my eyes. I don't just want like pearlescent. I don't want something that's not going to show up quite a bit, and I love this. So I'm going to zoom you in so that you can take a closer look. This is my child who is deciding to be a cranky butt. Go say hi. Yeah. You're so cute. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom you in. Okay, so once again, oh, that was a good burp. Once again, do not pay attention to my terrible wing, but look at this eyeshadow. This is gorgeous. I love it. I love the foundation, even though it's not my shade. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I really liked the Juno Co sponge. It's like velvet. It's really soft. It's a little harder than my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, but I still really liked it. It didn't soak up a lot of product. It dispersed it really well. This foundation for $11, this is bomb. Like, this is going to be my everyday go-to. I'm going to have to order a bunch of different shades. That one might work this winter when I'm extremely pale, but it's not working for me right now. The eyeshadow palette for me was the #1, obviously, and I've only done one look with it. That was the first time that I swatched anything or touched it, and I cannot wait to use it again. If you want me to use it again in a video, comment down below. Let me know. I can definitely do that. But that is everything for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss another video, and say bye. Bye, guys. You can't tell, but this wing is jacked because my hands were shaking.